Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome back to my messy desk. We are on week 15 of the Creative Weekly Planner by Margarete Miller. And I am not on the current week. I am doing my best to get there. However, when I'm not on the current week, I keep my things in these plastic page protectors. So let's see what we have. So I normally see the prompt on the actual week, and then I write it down, and then I have a little bit of time to gather stuff, even though I don't have time, obviously, to create. So let's see what's on the list. So week 15, a repeating pattern in nature, watercolor, musical, washi, and a calendar page or a portion of a calendar page. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then a bonus is a doodle. And again, you can use the bonus as an add-on or a replacement. So there's that. So let's see what we have. So a repeating pattern in nature. I found this, which I really like. I know. I've gotten some comments. So, one, I know this is not like a pattern that naturally happens. And two, I know some of you have opinions about this. So it's okay. We're just going to choose it for a piece of art today, okay? So if you have a comment about it, it's okay. You can just hold on to it. You don't need to share it necessarily. If you want to share it, you can. We just probably have a different opinion on it. That's fine. Okay, so the other thing I'm doing, though, is in this book, right, is I'm just working on sequential pages. So, yeah, we are definitely on the red page, which is ironic. Not ironic, but, like, good, because look at some of the other stuff I pulled. It does have some red already in there. Okay, so repeating pattern in nature, watercolor. Now, watercolor I don't have yet, but I did get out my watercolors. I mean, I don't have something pulled, so I will do that. And then musical, I picked out this piece of paper from a songbook I have. So I'm not too sure how I want to use it, but we'll use it. And then washi, gosh, I'll find some washi. Let's see if we want to pull something that, I mean, even if we just pulled a polka dot, right, that went kind of with some, maybe we'll just pull something like that. I'm not too sure. Not too sure what we want to do for washi. I do like some of the just cleaner dots, maybe. Let's see. I'll pull those and see where the page goes. That's the other fun thing about these pages, honestly, is like, I don't know where it's going to go. I'm going to pull these as well. And I don't want to get up and go to my major washi stash. So I'm just kind of pulling from what's in front of me. Please excuse my reach. I don't think, and those are all words, which I don't need. Yeah, I think that might have been an okay choice to begin with. We'll see. I mean, there's some flower, like there's something like this maybe, but I feel like that's not. Well, I do have this one. What does this say? Good vibes, high tides and good vibes. I don't even know what quote I pulled. So let's see if obviously I have some washi. Okay, let's see what else is next. A calendar or a page or a portion of a calendar. So these are day calendars. You can see I've had for a little bit of time. This is a 2008, and I just hold on to them. That's really cool. This also would be an opportunity for me to use like the whole spread if I want. There's no rules. I could do that if I wanted to completely like be bonkers and just live on the edge. That might be what I choose to do today, which would be a big stretch for me, as you guys know. Today is a perfect day to be happy. And then wherever you stand, be the soul of that place. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That one's the one that's going home with us. So let's see. I'll put these back. And then that allows me to, so I honestly don't think that it might all fit on there. I mean, it certainly could. We could make it fit but interesting. I might be branching out. Now, honestly, my hesitation is I think when I counted this book, like there's so many pages in this book and I had made 2 of them. And I think honestly, like between the 2, it was enough to get me through the year, but that's okay. We could obviously make another book. So that is obviously an option. So I'm going to put some paint on here now. And let it dry a little bit while we play maybe. And I'm just trying to figure out what colors I want. And I don't even know. And I don't think it matters if we're going to be really, really honest. So I'm just going to play a little bit and allow some of this paint to just be on this page. We'll see what it looks like maybe. And then I don't have any idea or plan for it at all. So I do think I like some of the red though. So let's see if we can get some of that on there without it being like, I don't know what that's going to look like. We'll see with what piece we choose. But this way, and you can see the paint reacting obviously different in the places where there's water. Like this is total bland, not bland, but watered out. And this is obviously more vibrant. So you get a couple different options to choose from. And then here it's running. I'm okay with all of that. And I'm curious if, okay, I hear you. Thank you. I'm curious if I want to add even this color, but I can see this weird color right here. It is so strange. It like does not pick up. It's like not as soft or not as, I don't know. It's definitely, but that's okay. That might be just enough to, it's weird. It's hard. I don't know. Don't quite know how to explain that, but I feel like I want to dig away at the top level almost. Can you guys see me? Yeah. It like does not, I mean, it's on my brush obviously, but I obviously can't paint and talk at the same time. This is very hard for me. All right, let's see. I think that'll be kind of enough. I was hoping to get, I just don't know if it'll pick up enough to splotch or not. It seems very, very, so weird. A little bit. I think that's kind of the sunset color, right? That kind of orangey behind it. So I was hoping to pick up just, maybe I'll pick up a little bit of that one. That's maybe more the, I mean, it's too dark, but again, I don't think it matters. Okay, what I'm trying not to do is dry this while you guys are on film, and I'm also trying not to edit. So I want to, but I don't think that's going to be an option. I think I'm going to have to do one or the other, but I will set it aside for right now. Let's play with this for a minute. I think that we can do this, and we can start with the circle, which I think is too big, but we can also, this does give me these corners. So if I wanted to like save that corner kind of like that, I could do that. So I'm gonna snip them just so I have them as like an option, and then that could frame it, but I don't particularly like it just by looking at it, but I don't know yet. And I also don't know if we're bringing this page over here. Now, if I bring it over there, that sits a little differently with me. Okay, this cannot fit like, well, I mean, it could go like that all on one page. If I'm going to go over to 2 pages, then we have more room to play with, but gosh, I'm tempted to try it all on 1 page. Ooh! If we're going to do that, that means I got to cut this guy up. So we'll start with that. And I'm not saving, like I could save all these and glue them on something. I'm not doing that. So I'm going to start with cutting I feel like we're going to have to cut around the letters and not be so square on this. So I'll go ahead and do that deliberately. My smaller scissors probably would have been the way to go on this. But sometimes not. Sometimes it's fun to get a big piece out. All right, so I mean, I could do something like that. Wherever you stand, be the soul. Okay, so I don't like the corners, so we'll take those off. And I don't like that connected, so we're gonna just connect it like that. Okay, so there is our quote. Yeah, so I'm not loving it yet, but let's make sure. So repeating pattern in nature, we have watercolor is over here, musicals over here, washi is here, calendar page or portion we definitely have. Oh, and doodle. I didn't even share with you the last prompt. So doodle, I found this, this was in the Happy Mail, one of the ones I got last week, I think. And I just dropped paint on it, so now we might have to paint it. But I thought that was kind of a fun doodle. Interesting. And it is white, which this is not white, and nor is this paper. So now I'm thinking a little bit. So now we're going to have to dry this, and I'm going to have to edit. All right, here we go. I'm back. I have dried that painting a bit for the most part, and I went ahead and let it run a little bit different ways. It's not completely dry. You guys can see that. I might just, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll pick it up with something else, I guess. Here's an old, let's just use this. Just see if we can pick up any of that. And that will add some color to my yeah. Okay. Okay. So we have watercolor and we have music on this piece of paper. Now this I had pulled for my doodle and I'm not loving it. This is enough that it's like too white. So I either need to paint this to match like kind of this color, this cream or something. It's not white. So but I do like how it goes with this, and it goes a little bit wherever you stand. Oh, I already lost a piece when I blue dried it. Oh, there it goes. Be the soul. And this says explore, seek. I don't know. I'm not feeling this piece. So I did look. This magazine, you guys, I'm so sad, is Live Happy. And it is an old one. And I asked you guys, I'm like, I don't think they make it. And sure enough, one of you looked it up and they're like, nope, they don't make it anymore. Obviously it's 2014. I loved this magazine, and now it's even harder to cut it up. But as I flipped through it, I saw these doodles. Now this is white also. So, but I like the blue and the red, and I don't know, like that bird. I really like that. And then let's see if there's just anything else real quick. It has some really good just stuff in it, man. So, and I've obviously gone through it multiple times and pulled, but I guess I could go ahead and, well, I'm just going to leave it intact. Look at that. I mean, that's like an intact glue page. Look at that. How cool is that? So that's maybe the only little drawing right now, doodle. So that's kind of where we're at. I have like this. I'm sure I could search through all my stuff, but that's not the intention of really why I want to do these pages. And I don't want to get stuck on this. I like the bird. All right, we're going to make the bird work. So here we go. Now, this page, I could obviously just find a place I like on it and mount it. I could cover all of it. I really like this red, so I would definitely leave a border. And I guess, as usual, that's what I'll do, is I'll cut it. Cut it down to the page size, and then we'll play with it from there. I'm going to do one more. Well, I guess I don't have to do that right now. So again, I would do something close to that, but this doesn't stand out as much, does it? That's interesting. And then this on this. So what if we just did that? Do I still have you? Yeah. What if we just did the painting and then like kind of a strip over here? Yeah. All right. See how that just spoke to me? I'm not really the one making the decisions. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we're going to do something close to this. And I can tell you, this has changed my, I think my washi tape choice. So that's okay. Oh, come on. The good news is I'm using up my glue, right? All right, let's see. Let's do this. And get that glued on like that. And then, well, again, I think we'll start with, look at that yummy piece for later. All right. Okay, so that's kind of where we are now, with just some color blocking kind of thing going on. So, and then this, I can kind of do this, soul of the place, be the, and wherever you stand. Yes. Roomy. Okay, now let's look at the list again. Okay, so we have repeating pattern, we have watercolor, we have music. We're left with washi and doodle. So I need to add either the washi or the doodle. Okay, that's all right. So I have like that, which we could just do like one piece. And then we wouldn't necessarily have to put the bird on there. Let's see what needs to happen with the bird. I think, what time is it? Oops, I gotta go. Okay, so we just have to make like the executive decision if we think maybe the bird fits, you know, he'd have to go like right there. We still have room for some, maybe that works because it's white and white. See, you guys, the page just creates itself. I love it. I love the process. You just have to kind of be open to it. And what do I want to do first? I guess I'll glue this guy down. It all comes together because it's art, right? And so it's just creating as you go. I am super happy now. All right, so we're going to put that piece down, and then as much as I like am bothered by kind of different things like the color or something like that. I mean, I don't know any of the rules or whatever of balance or something, but I can tell you there's definitely some things. That's kind of a funny story actually in our family. My mom and her sister used to own a business together, and so they created you know, a business name and letterhead and like all that kind of stuff. So but you know, when it came to, I think I've told this story before, but when it came to making the business card, the logo, like all of that, my aunt is what I would say much more left-brained and an artist, like a legit artist. And my mom is not. She's very right-brained and very, anyway, like seriously, one of the hardest things they did or had to do was, you know, coming up with their logo and their letterhead and their business card, like all of it, because they had such different views of what looked right? Because sometimes you just see it and you're like, oh, that makes sense to my brain. I like that one. And we're totally doing that right now at my work. And so the director, even though she's out, she sent out this thing, you know, like, we're redoing the business cards and the logo, like, please select or do or add or, you know, send me your thoughts. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a shit show. Because of course, with like however many people, you're going to get however many, there's not going to be one logo that everyone's like, oh, that's the masterpiece, because everybody has a different opinion, right? And so I, of course, like the one that's like centered. And anyway, it was just funny. And other people are like, no, I like it this way, or add color here. I was like, no, don't do that. And I mean, there's no right. I mean, it's just opinion, but I was just cracking up because I was like, oh man. All right. So the washi tape gets added like here or here. And I think it's here. Okay. And that is enough for me. I'm going to do good vibes to good vibes, and good vibes, high tides, and good vibes. That's fine. Okay. I think that washi's okay to stick there. This you can see is bubbling a little bit because it has that liquid glue. It's completely fine with me. Oops. Let's try not to rip the dove up. Allison. All right, you guys, I'm excited with this page. Okay, look at that. Repeating pattern, watercolor, music, washi we used, a calendar page, and a doodle. We got all 6. You guys, I'm happy with this one. I'm going to make my little note down here. Not in blue ink, because that is enough. Oh, I have a black pen right here next to me, Allison. This is, I think I'll put it right here. CW Planner 1-5, and today is 4/20/21. Okay, and then I'll stick this here. I still need to make my list here and figure out what I'm going to do with all these. Right now I'm just sticking my stickies here. But that is week number 15. I'm kind of excited about it, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I appreciate the support and the community and all the yumminess that you guys always, you know, leave in the comments and everything. So thank you for being a part of this amazing community. I appreciate you hanging out for today's collage page, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care. Bye.